The literary criticism that I created is called Randian literary criticism. It's named after the Russian American author and philosopher Ayn Rand. She was born in St. Petersburg, Russia during the Bolshevik Revolution, where communists killed the royal family, and that resulted over the next few decades in 40 million or so Russian deaths due to war, famine, and disease. Her and her family escaped during that revolution to the United States, to New York. And I decided to use this literary criticism because we spent a lot of time on Marxism, and she's pretty much the anti Marx. So I decided to do something a little bit different. Just a small rundown on what this literary criticism is. It could be used to analyze any element of culture through the lens of personal responsibility, self determination, and an overall focus on individual liberties, similar to moral criticism and reader response. In every culture, people face adversity, and this theory promotes the idea that things are more in your control than you think, and humans are ultimately resilient. And if you don't fall into despair by blaming others or your outside circumstances, you can drastically improve your chances of success. And this is contrasting to Marxist theory. In Marxist theory, Karl Marx was a proponent of collectivism and communism, whereas Ayn Rand is a promoter of individualism and capitalism. Rand also believed in private ownership, whereas Marx believed in collectivism, community ownership of private property, just like communism. And Rand also proposed that the outcome of your life was based on your personal decisions, whereas Marx believed that class struggle and economic disparity was a bigger factor and the root cause of someone's failure in life. And two of the questions that this literary theory asks is, what does any particular piece of art or literature say about self-determination? And what motivations would an author or artist have in engaging or representing your personal productivity? And then I added a few quotes from Ayn Rand in my presentation. And the favorite one that I've read from her book, Atlas Shrugged, is the smallest minority on earth is the individual, and those who deny individual rights cannot claim to be defenders of minorities. So her main points are your life is your own, and if you take responsibility and you put your nose to the grindstone, like good outcomes will come of it. And if you just fall into despair, like your life is going to be pretty crappy. So I thought this was an interesting literary theory. Obviously, you guys will let me know in the responses. Thank you.